Hey everyone, it's Phantom Mike Blue from Phantom Killing here, and here is a tour of a in real life Batcave, which is basically my place, MTV Cribs. This is a super off the cuff video, but I figured, hey, if we're gonna be giving you guys content every Monday and Saturday, might as well keep the train going with a little bit of an update where my life has been over the last several weeks with the job stuff, band stuff, and obviously this place. But yeah, this is going to be a tour of my homemade Batcave, which is basically my first ever place ever that I moved into. Very DIY, very nerdy, and super cool, I think. I don't know. Yeah, the reason why I thought of making this into a Batcave is because like there hasn't really been any YouTube videos of people having in real life Batcaves that I've noticed online, and I just kind of figured, you know, for the people that want to do it when they move out into their own place, or just to have it in general, for cosplays or whatnot, I figured I might as well take a crack at it, and it worked fairly well. So I'll give you guys a quick run through of how I did that, and the rest of the house tour, just because like I think it'd be fun to have an MTV tour. So hey, for those who are new that don't know us, hey, we are Phantom Killing. We're a thrash metal band from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I am Michael. I do the rhythm and screamy stuff for the band, and yeah, this is my place. This is my first ever place that I've ever moved into. Got super lucky with this place, thanking, you know, things from above for it. I mean, it took a lot of hustle to save up for something like this. I don't own it, I'm renting it, but for first place, I'd say it's pretty darn good. Anyways, without further ado, here's a little run through of how I made sort of the I guess the DIY Batcave and stuff and everything like that. So, in my opinion, when it comes to making a Batcave, you need three things. And those three things, oh, well, there's one of them. It's projector. Those three things are, one, blue lights. It could be any, preferably light strobes, like LED strobe lights, but it'd be a lot of it to really kind of get the floor paneling look and everything like that, the symmetrical look. Or you could use LED light bulbs, which that's what I have there. I can change the colors. I have it set to ocean mode, and that is just basically a bunch of different shades of blue. But yeah, first thing would be some shade of rotating blue lights. Get that anywhere. Second thing would have to be bat suits. I mean, come on, you can't have a Batcave without bat suits. So these are the cosplay suits I made over the last several years. That one is, it's kind of hard to see because it's a little dark right now, the shade of blue. I'll try to crouch. This is a DC Rebirth Batsuit cosplay that I made, and it's also a mix of Justice League Unlimited, you know, cosplay. So there's the Justice League Unlimited suit, and the Rebirth suit, it's hard to see, but if you look in this photo here, that's the Rebirth suit. It has kind of the, it's hard to see there, but it has the golden emblem around the edges of the logo. So that's the suit I made there. I have a Batman Beyond suit as well. That's just because Batman Beyond is awesome, and yeah, these are homemade suits. Obviously for bat suits, you can get them anywhere, Halloween stores, or like making your own cosplay stuff, or better yet, support a local cosplayer, buy a suit off of them online. There's always people make that everywhere across the world for pretty reasonable prices actually. So yeah, anyways, moving on to the list. So after the blue lights, have at least two bat suits. Last but not least, you have to have the screen, and this is probably the most important element in my opinion. The screen is arguably the most important part of the entire Batcave because, you know, every version of Batman, there's always been like this mythological Bat computer, you know, this huge effing thing that's like the size of like a friggin', almost like a friggin' theater screen, you know. It's very theatrical, it's very over the top. You know, you could use multiple screens if you have the money for it, but for a starting Batcave, what I would totally recommend, and this is just what I have done, I would get, well, what I have got, I've got a projector here, which is fairly reasonable for price. A projector that's around 300 bucks. It is fairly expensive, but you know, if you get paid normal paychecks, that's above minimum wage. It's like, it's pretty reasonable for a price. I would get a projector that's around 300, only simply because I've had a projector before that was only like 90 bucks, and it did not work very well. It's not worth it. The screen was like only so far for distance, and it got damaged fairly easily. So always get a fairly reasonable projector for at least 300. That would be the number I would go for, not because of Zack Snyder, but could be a reason, but yeah. So get a projector and get the biggest wall you have in your place, and obviously display it there. Projectors usually require some speakers, so just get some mixing speakers at your local music store. That's around 79 bucks, fairly reasonable for price. Wires you could get at Canadian Tire and things like that. I use copper wire, which is actually considered lamp wire. And lamp wire is basically copper, and copper works for electricity, so that works for that. Some contracting skills right there. But yeah, that's the projector side of it, and I guess this is a bonus round, what you need for a Batcave. Obviously you need a table and a Batcave chair. I'm putting both of those things together because that's kind of the theatrical side of it besides the suits, and I'm just keeping this list very condensed here. So what you would need is a table that kind of spans into 3 ways here. This table for me only goes into 2 spots. I got this at a thrift store. I'm gonna get another black table to sort of make it symmetrical, to kind of give it that half ring kind of feeling. Besides that as well, I'm gonna get more keyboards to kind of put across here over time to kind of give it that comical, like, this is a huge effing thing, you know? So that's another thing I'm gonna do over time. But yeah, any chair you could use, honestly, preferably gray or black, because, you know, it's Batman. This is just a regular, whatever office chair I've had at my family's place for a while. They let me have it, so pretty sick. But yeah, I hope that's a cool general rundown of how to make a Batcave. Without further ado though, you know, if you want to keep watching, stick around, because we got the rest of the MTV crib. Yeah, before I forget, super important, screensaver. This is something I made on my other YouTube channel, just my regular one that I use to watch YouTube videos with. I made a screensaver from the DC Comics YouTube channel page. They have like these really kind of fun, family-friendly, like back computer tutorial videos and stuff. So what I did, I took all those videos, put them together, and I took this Batman the Animated Series screensaver someone else made on YouTube. Their name is right here. They do amazing work. They have a SpongeBob one, it's pretty sick. And yeah, but anyways, I took the audio from that screensaver that the person made, and I combined it with all these other videos, and I made it into my own unlisted YouTube video screensaver. So, with that being said, if you guys want the Batcave screensaver, let me know. I could put a copyright disclaimer in front of it and some credits where the audio is. So yeah, if you guys want the screensaver, let me know. It goes through the utility belt, the Batmobile, the Batsuit, I think the wings, batarangs, the cowl, the cape. I think I said wings already, cape, whatever, same thing. But yeah, let me know if you guys want that. But anyways, on to the rest of the tour. So yeah, obviously the Batcave area is basically the living room area. At some point, I'm probably gonna get some fake Halloween bats to put in the corners of here and really fill up the space to make it feel like a Batcave. So that's definitely something that's going to be done in the future. But yeah, anyways, moving on to the rest of the place, and this is going to be a bit of a speed run because I want to make this video fairly condensed and everything like that. There's only going to be an indoor tour video just because, you know, common sense, I'm not going to film the outside of my house. It's always funny, you see these huge YouTubers, right? And they do like these huge, like, oh, MTV tour, and they show the outside of the house and everything. I don't know, man. They better pay for some tough security because, like, I don't know. I only got, like, Alfred here. Well, the only Alfred I know would be my dad. He lives somewhere else, but you know what I mean. Moving on, we have, this is kind of the storage room. The people that used to live here before, they started painting the walls differently there, but they never really continued, so that's something that I have to sort of paint myself. The landlord's allowing me to do that, to fix it up a bit. This is kind of where a lot of the storage is going right now. Chair is the Spider-Man chair. Fun fact, when I first moved in, never mind food, never mind clothing, any of that stuff, the first thing I did, because Spider-Man 2 just came out, the first thing I did was tape up the floor to get that perfect spot for the lawn chair, the Spider-Man lawn chair, to be set up, so every time I was swinging and playing that game, the most immersive experience of my life. Super amazing. I know it's a Batcave, but you gotta support the homies from the other universe, the Marvel universe. Anyways, yeah, so Spider-Man lawn chair there. some other stuff there. First bat suit I made when I was a kid, right there. It's kind of based off the Michael Keaton one, just a bit. Here's that recording booth some of you Phantom Killers may know of. That was the booth that we used to record our album, Sinners Rewards on, debut albums on Spotify, check it out. If you guys like thrash metal and stuff, for those who don't know, we're a thrash metal band, so basically Metallica, Slayer, old school stuff. Just for fun here, we have the Snyder First figures on my left speaker here. If you're watching the screen, it'll be the left speaker. I'm definitely gonna get some lights, the same ones I have in that Batman Beyond mask there in the back of the shelf, just to really make the figure shine. I think it'd be awesome because they don't make these Snyder Cut figures anymore. I got these when the film finally came out, which was super awesome. We got Darkseid and Steppenwolf. We got a little Superman Funko Pop and a Darkseid Funko Pop. Obviously, he has the Regeneration black suit on. It's very awesome. We got the And Justice for All Metallica figures, missing Lars. You know, just a little action figure show. Pretty sweet. I love this quite a lot. It's a lot of happy memories collecting these figures. So next, we are moving on to the kitchen, and this is where I have probably some of the best food I've ever had in my life, just because I try out my cooking skills for the test. This is basically the kitchen. Pretty self-explanatory. I've already started decorating. As you guys could obviously tell, I'm a DC fan. I don't know what gave that away, but you know, hey, whatever works. Yeah, this I have to fix up as well, but I put a Batarang here just because it looks cool. That's why I was able to afford this place, because it does need a lot of repairs. I do contracting stuff part-time, so I know the life skills to actually do this type of stuff, so super cool. Remember the It's Morbin time meme? Well, get ready because it's spongy time. Look at that, we got a SpongeBob towel here. The door here is pretty effed up. I tried to move it a couple times and it's not really in place, and I don't even think it's the original door. So the people that owned the house before, you kind of suck because these doors are terrible, but whatever. I digress. I gotta do a lot of repairs anyway, so on me for picking the bunker, this place, but hey, it is what it is. My friends call it a bunker, which it's basically a hobbit house, I think. But yeah, so this is the bathroom, and of course, I have the perfect album beside the bathroom. The most beautiful shrine for this album. We have the Saint Anger display. Of course, Saint Anger is by this magical spot here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, this goes together so well. I mean, hey, say what you will about Saint Anger, it kept the band together. But that does raise the question though, is it good to put all your emotions out on an album when they're not good emotions? Depends. If you want to be like a super emotional band, sure, but in my personal opinion, a little bit, but not over the top, because it might get oversaturated with actual good music ideas, with it's just blind emotion. But that's just me, whatever. Metallica, you do your thing. I still like Metallica, and Saint Anger has a couple of gems, but I think this is pretty, I don't know, cool. God. Anyway, so yeah, rest of the bathroom, we got Ben Affleck's Batman here, just chilling. The big Giga Chad moment. We got the shower here. It's pretty fancy, actually. There's actually like a little window here in the house that's beside me. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. It almost feels like I'm in like France or something, who knows. Kind of a fancy bathroom. Anyways, quickly here, this is the area where I do my laundry. We got a Batman VHS tape and a little animated series cardboard cutout. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy, you beautiful soul. Best Batman ever, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. Yeah, almost done here. That's the area to the side, backyard. And now this is fairly interesting. This is basically where I keep my Bruce Wayne attire. This is my Bruce Wayne section. At the same time, got a coat rack. It's like a Peter Parker section. Like, you guys remember in the beginning of the first Spider-Man game where he's like running through in his apartment and things? Yeah, very similar. I think, I don't know, but yeah, that's generally the clothing area, which as well, the furnace keeps me alive in the wintertime, especially in Winnipeg. We need that stuff. And this is my room. Of course, we got Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man here. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. My opinion, my favorite live action Spider-Man, and I thought he was cool even before No Way Home, so, you know, take that as you will. I mean, he skateboards and everything. A lot of nerds skateboard, right? It doesn't have to be only a cool people thing. I'm very not cool. I mean, I have a Batcave for my place. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, anyways, so over here, the only reason there's a blanket here, there's no door here, by the way. Again, lots of repairs. This is basically my room here. That's where I sleep. That's the window right there to the backyard. Super bright outside, my God. This is the beginning of my posters here. We got one poster of a show that we did a while ago. We have a set list of one of my favorite bands, Winnipeg. They're called Your Mum. It's a punk band, it's pretty funny. Got a Man of Steel poster. This is basically my religious poster here. Also, of course, Jim Lee Batman, another religion. Also, we got Trinity, Snyderverse Trinity here. Super awesome. Lego Dimensions. Really great game, main campaign, everything. All the side stuff, not as great, unless you have the characters with money, but whatever. Injustice 2. It's always funny looking at this poster, because, like, you guys remember that clip in The Simpsons where Homer visits Milhouse's dad? The thing is, with me, I'm like, I sleep beside an Injustice 2 poster.
I sleep in a racing car. Do you?
I sleep in a big bed with my wife.
Oh, yeah.
That's basically what it reminds me of. But anyways, I digress. Here's my DC, AU, and Snyderverse collection here. We have some DC, AU stuff, DC Animated Universe, and Snyderverse stuff there. All condensed. I got Mortal Kombat in there because, let's be real, Mortal Kombat is super sweet. And I think Mortal Kombat is pretty much in line with DC at this point because Warner Brothers kind of owns all of it. So I just kind of put that together. Here we have some other nerdy stuff. We have No Way Home, the other Spider-Man movies, some games. This is kind of just the random shelf. PS2 games there, Nintendo 64 there. I don't know, this shelf is just kind of the random hodgepodge shelf. There's probably going to be a couple of these, but DC is always going to be organized fairly well there. I got this shelf at Home Depot, so is what it is. It was pretty cheap, $30. Yeah, it fills the space. I could put stuff on here. Fun fact, you guys saw that table there? This is actually a rod from that table. I used my tech skills to rip it off with friggin' pliers and everything, and it looks like a lightsaber. Doesn't this look like a lightsaber? Like from Jedi Fallen Order or Survivor? I think it does. I don't know. It looks more accurate than this here. This looks more like a lightsaber than an actual toy lightsaber. Just thought that was cool. Anyways, so moving on here, almost done the tour. This is ultimately the YouTube space. For those that have known me, I've always edited my videos on my phone just because it's convenient, it's there, and it's what I'm used to. But however, I think now is a better time than any to upgrade and get better stuff because, like, I have the material, might as well use it. So this is basically going to be the demo. Oh, there's a neighbor's cat. It's Harvey Dent. Hello, in the backyard. Hello, Harvey Dent. I call him Harvey Dent because he has, like, two faces. Yeah, two faces. Oh, he's staring right into my soul. Anyways, so moving on, this is the recording area. If I want, because it's a laptop, I could take this stuff and move it into the projector room. 2 areas to kind of record if need be. This is just for demos, by the way. For albums, we're probably gonna go to studios and stuff like that in the future. But yeah, just for covers and demos and editing YouTube videos, this is the spot. It's pretty sweet. Also, this is a very cool idea. My dad actually suggested this for the windows. So we don't actually have curtains here. Didn't have time to get them, but we thought, okay, what if we just use push pins, because we have a lot of towels, right? So we thought, okay, let's do that. But he came up with a great idea of some paper clips and push pins. Look at that, pretty sick. And if there's condensation, if it's cold outside and warm out here, the windows get all, foggy and everything like that. It's a towel, I'll put the pin back. But it's a towel, you just take that and give it a wipe and hook it back on there. Pretty cool. Okay, so we are reaching the last spot here of the tour, and the thing is, we were just in this spot, but like, I actually missed some really cool artifacts I kind of want to share with you guys because they mean a lot to me. It shows a lot of our journey and everything. There's a lot of Phantom Killing artifacts here, so yeah. It's kind of funny. You guys know how the Batcave has like a giant penny and a dinosaur? This is my giant penny and dinosaur area for me. So without further ado, here's some artifacts. So starting in order here, we have my Red Hood cosplay thing I made in high school. Very cool. I made this helmet a very long time ago. I made it with like an Iron Man mask and like some cardboard and some Play-Doh and glue and just a bunch of shit. It's pretty insane. I have some sunglass lenses here as well with some white see-through mesh to kind of give it that white eye effect. Not too bad. Not too bad for like a early cosplay. I got the chest piece here, and the rest of the costume is just simple, regular clothes with like a brown leather jacket. Next, shout out to my boy Guitar Slayer on Instagram, Aaron, for calling it the name. These are the McGriddle shoes. These are my first Thrasher shoes that I got from a thrift store, and I taped them up to make it look like the San Francisco Bay Area thrash scene shoes, where people taped up their shoes and everything like that. Knockoff white high tops. As you can see, it's been scuffed up from so many shows, Exodus, Anthrax, local gigs, like, you name it. The thing is, these shoes are basically unrepairable, unless I had a gazillion dollars to like restore them, but it's a fond memory, and they're staying here because they're awesome, they're an artifact. So yeah, after that, we have the shin pads I wore for a labor job that I had in my life, and it was a very meaningful time in my life. We have the Phantom Killing merch box. Anytime you guys are at a show, this is the merch box where, you know, we have patches and other things like that. It's a cassette tape case, according to my dad. I took this from my parents' house a while ago. No one was using it, and yeah, we just throw random stuff in there, honestly. Super freaking nostalgic. We got the beers from our very first YouTube video ever, which that was when we got started with Dewey in the band. Shout out to Black Optic. We got freaking Blaze Ryan. It was just a happy time, you know. We just had all the energy in the world to do the sketch comedies, and we're definitely gonna get back into that video format more so in the future for sure. But yeah, super awesome. These are probably one of the most valuable things to me, weirdly enough. The Santa Claus beard, I remember getting it after work and being all excited to make the video and stuff, waking up from the pandemic in the coma. We all have beards. It's a super awesome time. But yeah, love those beards. Best beards in the world. Yeah, but anyways, here we have basically the Bible, the lyrics to all of our songs right here. That's just that artifact there. Of course, we got the classic slingshot, which I wear with me pretty much almost everywhere I go, just because Legend of Zelda. Yeah, super nerd. I think it's fun, whatever. It is what it is. Well, I don't wear it everywhere, just whenever I can, honestly. Same with like the bullet belt, you know, because thrash metal. Anyways, last of the artifacts here, we have the material we made the first ever patches with. I still have some more denim kind of in the back there and everything like that. Of course, the clown mask from our recent Thrashtober show. Shout out to Tiago's other band, 404. That was their first show ever. Pretty awesome. Check those guys out. But yeah, this is the end of the Batcave tour. Got a little Spider-Man up there. And yeah, we hope you guys dig it. This is a very off-the-cuff video, but I think it's kind of fun to sort of have transparent videos like this, because I don't know, it's very vlog-like without, I don't know, being all over the place. It's a very, very cool life video. But yeah, action figures there, and yeah. But anyways, that's the Batcave tour. Hope you Phantom Killers enjoyed it. Thrash that like button, it would mean a lot to us. We're on Phantom Killing Official every social media, so yeah. We'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers and thrash metal beers. Woo!